and the vintage shall last till the time of sowing. You shall eat from your bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely. I will give you peace in the land, and I shall lie down, and none will make you afraid. I will rid the land of evil beasts, and sword will not go through your land. You chase your enemies, and you shall fall by the sword before you. 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. Your enemies shall fall by the sword before you. For I will look on you favorably, and make you fruitful, multiply, and confirm my covenant with you. You shall eat the cold harvest, and clear out the old because of the new. I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. I will walk among you and be your God, and you shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, that you shall not be their slaves. I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you walk upright. But if you do not obey me, and do not observe all these commandments, and if you despise my statutes, or if your soul abhors my commandments, so that you do not perform all my commandments, but break my covenant, I will also do this to you. I will even appoint terror over you, wasting disease and fever, which shall consume your eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And you shall sow seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. I will set my face against you, and you shall be defeated by your enemies. Those who hate you shall reign over you, and you shall flee when no one pursue you. And after this, if you do not obey me, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins. I will break the pride of your power, and make your heavens like iron, and earth like bronze. And your strength shall be spent in vain, for your land shall not yield its produce, nor shall the trees of the land yield its fruits. Then if you walk contrary to me, and not willing to obey me, I will bring on you 7 times more plagues according to your sins. I will send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, destroy your livestock, and make you in few number, and highways shall you be desolate. And if these things you are not reformed by me, but walk contrary to you, and I'll punish you for your sins. I will bring you a sword against you, that will execute the vengeance of the covenant. When you are gathered together within your cities, I will send pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into the hands of your enemy. When I have cut off you simply of bread, 10 women shall bake you your bread in one oven, and they shall bring back your bread by weight, and you shall eat, not be satisfied. And after this, if you not obey me, but walk contrary to me, then I will walk contrary to you in fury, and I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. You shall eat the flesh of your sons, and you shall eat the flesh of your daughters. I will destroy your high places, cut down your incense altars, and cast your carcasses on the lifeless forms of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. I will lay your cities waste, and bring your sanctuaries to desolation, and I will not smell the fragrance of your sweet aromas. I will bring the land to desolation, and your enemies who dwell in it shall be astonished at it. I will scatter you among the nations, and draw out a sword after you. Your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then the land shall employ the Sabbath as long as it lies desolate, and you are in your enemy's land. Then the land shall rest and enjoy its Sabbath. As long as it lies desolate, it shall rest for the time it did not rest on your Sabbath, when you dwelt in it. As for those of you who are left, I'll send faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies. The sound of their shaking leaf shall cause them to flee. They shall flee as though fleeing from a sword, and they shall fall when no one pursues. They shall stumble over one another, as it were before a sword, when no one pursues. And you shall have no power to stand before your enemies. You shall perish among your nations, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up. And those of you who are left shall waste away in their iniquity of your enemies' land. Also in their fathers' iniquities, which are with them, they shall waste away. But if you confess their iniquities and the iniquity of their fathers, with their unfaithfulness, in which they were unfaithful to me, and that they also have walked contrary to me, and the Lord I also have walked contrary to them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If their uncircumcised hearts are humbled, and they accepted their guilt, then I will remind my covenant with Jacob, and my covenant with Isaac, and with Abraham. I'll remember the land. The land also shall be left empty by them, and will enjoy its Sabbath, whilst it lies desolate without them. They will accept their guilt, because they despised my judgment, and because their souls abhorred my statutes. Yet for all that, when they are in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, nor shall I abhor them, to utterly destroy them and break my covenant with them. For I am the Lord their God. But for their sake I will remember the covenant of their ancestors, when I brought out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the nations, that I might be their God, and am the Lord. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which the Lord made between himself and the children of Israel on Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Chapter 27. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When a man consecrates by vow setting to the Lord, according to your valuation, if your valuation is of a male from the 20 years of old to 60 years old, then your valuation shall be 50 shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. If it is a female, then your valuation shall be 30 shekels. And if from 5 years old up to 20 years old, then your valuation for a male shall be 20 shekels, and for females 10 shekels. And if from a month old up to 5 years old, then your valuation for a male shall be 5 shekels of silver, and for a female your valuation shall be 3 shekels of silver. And if from 60 years old and above, if it is a male, then your valuation shall be 15 shekels, and for female 10 shekels. But if he is too poor to pay your valuation, then he shall present himself before the priest, and the priest shall set a value for him, according to the ability of him who vowed. The priest shall value him. It is an animal that men may bring as an offering to the Lord. All that anyone give to the Lord shall be holy. He shall not substitute it or exchange it, good for bad or bad for good. And if he at all exchanges animal for animals, then both the one exchanged for it shall be holy. If it is an unclean animal which they do not offer as sacrifice to the Lord. Then he shall present the animal before the priest. And if the priest shall set a value for it, whether it is good or bad, as you, the priest, value it, so it shall be. But if he wants at all to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 to your valuation. And when a man dedicates his house to be holy to the Lord, then the priest shall set a value for it, whether it is good or bad. As the priest values it, so shall it stand. If he wants to redeem his house, then he must add 1/5 to the money of the valuation to it, and it shall be so. If a man dedicates to the Lord part of the field of his possessions, then your valuation shall be according to the seed of it. A homer of barley seed shall be valued at 50 shekel of silver. If he dedicates his field from the year of Jubilee, according to your valuation, it shall stand. But if he dedicates his field after the Jubilee, then the priest shall reckon to him the money due according to the years that remain till the year of Jubilee, and it shall be dedicated from the valuation. And if he who dedicates the field over wishes to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 of the money of your valuation to it, and it shall belong to him. If he does not want to redeem the field, or if he has sold the field to another man, it shall not be redeemed anymore. But the field, when it is released in the Jubilee, shall be holy to the Lord as a devoted field. It shall be the possession of the priest. If a man dedicates to the Lord a field which he has bought, which is not the field of his possession, then the priest shall reckon to him the worth of your valuation up to the year of Jubilee, and he shall give your valuation on that day as a holy offering to the Lord. In your year of Jubilee, the field shall return to him from whom it was bought, to one who owed the land as a possession. And all your valuations shall be according to the shekel of sanctuary, 20 gerahs to the shekels. But the firstborn of animals, which shall be the Lord's firstborn, no man shall dedicate, whether it is an ox or sheep, it is the Lord's. If it is an unclean animal, then he shall redeem it according to your valuation, and shall add 1/5 to it. Or if it is not redeemed, then it shall be sold according to your valuation. Nevertheless, no devoted offering, that is, that a man may devote to the Lord of all that he has, both man and beast or field of his possession, shall be sold or redeemed. Every devoted offering is most holy to the Lord. No person under the ban who may become doomed to destruction among men shall be redeemed, but shall surely be put to death. And all the tithes of the Lord, whether of the seed of the land or fruit of the tree, or is the Lord's, it is holy to the Lord. If a man wants or to redeem any of his tithes, he shall add 1/5 to it. And concerning the tithes of the herd or the flock, or whatever passes under the rod, the 10th one shall be holy to the Lord. He shall not inquire whether it is good or bad, nor shall he exchange it. And if he exchange it at all, then both it and the one exchanged for it shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed. These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the children of Israel on Mount Sinai. Numbers chapter 1. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of meeting, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel, by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20-year-old and above, all who are able to go to war in Israel. You and Aaron shall number them by their names. And with you there shall be a man from every tribe, each one the head of his father's house. These are the names of the men who shall stand with you: from Reuben, Eliezer the son of Shedar; from Simeon, Shulamel the son of Zurishdai; from Judah, Nashon the son of Aminadab; from Issachar, Nathaniel the son of Zurah; from Zebulun, Eliab the son of Helon; from the sons of Joseph; from Ephraim, Elishama from the son of Amihud; from Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Padozel; from Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideon; from Dan, Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai; from Asher, Pagel the son of Okran; from Gad, Eliasaph the son of Duel; Naphtali, Ahira the son of Enan. These were chosen from the congregation, leaders of their fathers' tribes, heads of their divisions in Israel. Then Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they recited their ancestry by families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, each one individually. As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Now the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. From the children of Simeon, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' houses, of those who were numbered according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered from the tribe of Simeon were 59,300. From the children of Gad, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from the 20 years old and above, all were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Gad were 45,650. From the children of Judah, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered to the tribe of Judah were 74,600. From the children of Issachar, their genealogies by family, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Issachar were 54,400. From the children of Zebulun, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. From the sons of Joseph, the children of Ephraim, their genealogies by their families, by their fathers' house, according to the number of names, from the years 20 years old and above, all who were to go to war. And those who were numbered of the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. From the children of Manasseh, their genealogies by their names, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, for 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. From the children of Benjamin, their genealogies by their families, by their houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, or who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400. From the children of Dan, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years and above, all who were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Dan were 62,700. From the children of Asher, their genealogies by their families, by their father's houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Asher were 41,500. From the children of Naphtali, their genealogies by their family, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all were able to go to war. Those who were numbered of the tribe of Naphtali were 53,400. These are the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered, with leaders of Israel, 12 men, each representing his father's house. So all who were numbered of the children of Israel by their father's houses, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Israel. All who were numbered 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among them by their family's tribe. For the Lord had spoken to Moses, saying, only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel. But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over its furnishing, and over all things that belongs to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and its furnishing. They shall attend to it and camp around the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall set it up. The outsiders who comes near it shall be put to death. The children of Israel shall pitch their tents, everyone by his own camp, everyone by his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that this may no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep charge of their tabernacle of the testimony. Thus the children of Israel did, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so they did. Numbers 2. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, every one of the children of Israel shall come by his own standard beside the emblem of his father's house. They shall camp some distances from the tabernacle of meeting, on the east side toward the rising of the sun. Those of the standard of the forces with Judah shall camp according to their armies. And Nahshon and the son of Amminadab shall be the leader of the children of Judah. And his army was numbered at 74,600. Those who come next to him shall be tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel and the son of Zorah shall be the leader of the children of Issachar. And his army shall be numbered 54,400. Then comes the tribe of Zebulun, and Eliab, the son of Helon, shall be the leader of the children of Zebulun. And his army was numbered at 57,400. All who were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Judah, 186,400. These shall break camp first. On the south shall be the standard of the forces with Reuben according to their names, and their leader of the children of Reuben shall be Eleazar, the son of Shedra. And his army was numbered at 46,500. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the leader of the children of Simeon shall be Shelumiah, the son of Jeruzdai, and his army was numbered at 59,300. Then comes the tribe of Gad, and the leader of the children of Gad shall be Eliasaph, the son of Reuel, and his army was numbered at 45,650. All who were numbered according to their armies of those forces with Reuben, 151,450. They shall be second to break camp. And the tabernacle of meeting shall move out with the camp of Levites in the middle of the camps. As they camp, so they shall move out, everyone in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the forces with Ephraim according to their armies. And the leader of the children of Ephraim shall be Elishama, son of Amihud. And his army was numbered at 40,500. Next to him comes the tribe of Manasseh. The leader of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Peduzzel. And his army was numbered at 32,200. Then comes the tribe of Benjamin. The leader of the children of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gideon. And his army was numbered at 35,400. All who were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Ephraim, 180,100. They shall be at the third to break camp. The standard of these forces with Dan shall be on the north side according to their armies. And the leader of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his army was numbered at 62,700. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the leader of the children of Asher shall be Pagel, the son of Okran, and his army was numbered at 41,500. Then comes the tribe of Naphtali. The leader of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his army was numbered at 53,400. And all who were numbered of the forces of with Dan, 157,600. They shall break camp last with their standards. These are the ones who were numbered of the children of Israel by their fathers' houses, or who were numbered according to the armies of the forces were 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, just as the Lord commanded Moses. Thus the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they camped by their standards, and so they broke camps, each one by his family according to their father's house. Numbers. Now these are the records of Aaron and Moses when the Lord spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. And these are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, Abihud, Eleazar, and Itamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priest, who he consecrated to minister as priests. Nadab and Abihud had died before the Lord when they offered profane fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. So Eleazar and Itamar ministered as priests in the presence of Aaron their father. The Levites served in the tabernacle, and the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Bring the tribe of Levi near and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may serve him. And they shall attend to his needs and needs of the whole congregation before the tabernacle of meeting, to do the work of the tabernacle. Also they shall attend to all the furnishing of the tabernacle of meeting, and to the needs of the children of Israel, to do the work of the tabernacle. And you shall give the Levite to Aaron and his sons. They are given entirely to him from among the children of Israel. So you shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall attend to their priesthood. But the outsider who comes near shall be put to death." The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now behold, I myself have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of every firstborn who opens the womb among the children of Israel. Therefore the Levites shall be mine. Because all firstborns are mine, one day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified to myself all the firstborn in Israel, both man and beast. They shall be mine. I am the Lord. Census of Levites commanded. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness in Sinai, saying, Number the children of Levi by their fathers' houses, by their families. You shall number every male from a month old and above. So Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord, as he was commanded. These were the sons of Levi by their names: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. And these are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families: Libni and Shimei. And the sons of Kohath by their families: Amram, Eleazar, Hebron, and Uziel. And the sons of Merari by their families: Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites by their fathers' houses. From Gershon came the family of Libnites and the family of Shimeites. These were the families of Gershonites. Those who numbered according to the number of all the males from a month old and above of who numbered were 7,500. The family of Gershon were to come behind the tabernacle westward, and the leader of the fathers' houses of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, the son of Lael. The duties of the children of Gershon in the tabernacle of the meeting included the tabernacle, the tent with its covering, the screen for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screen for the door of the court, the hanging of the court which are around the tabernacle and the altar, and their courts, according to all the work relating to them. From Kohath came the family of Amorites, the family of Israelites, the family of Hebronites, and the family of Israelites. These were the families of Kohanites. According to the number of the males from a month old and above, there were 8,600 keeping charge of the sanctuary. The families of the children of Kohath were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle. And the leader of the fathers' houses of the families of the Kohanites was Eliasaph, the son of Uziel. Their duty included the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the utensils of the sanctuary with which they ministered, the screen, and all the works relating to them. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest who was to be chief over the leader of the Levites, with oversight of those who kept charge in the sanctuary. From Merari came the family of Mahalites and the family of Mushites. These were the family of Merari. And those who were numbered according to the number of all these males from a month old and above were 6,200. The leader of the father's house of the families of Merari was Zuriel, the son of Abihail. These were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle, and the appointed duty of the children of Merari included board of the tabernacle, 8 bars, 8 pillars, 8 sockets, 8 utensils, and all the work relating to them, and the pillars of the court all around with their sockets, their pegs, and their cord. Moreover, those who were to come before the tabernacle on the east before the tabernacle of meeting were Moses, Aaron, and his sons, keeping charge of the sanctuary to meet the needs of the children of Israel. But the outsider who came near was to be put to death. All who were numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered at the commandment of the Lord by the families, all the males from a month old and above were 22,000 Levites dedicated instead of firstborns. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Number all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and above, and take number of their names. And you shall take the Levites for me, and I am the Lord, instead of all the firstborns among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of all the firstborns among the livestock of the children of Israel." So Moses numbered all the firstborns among the children of Israel as the Lord commanded him, and the firstborn males according to the number of names from a month old and above. Of those who were numbered of them were 22,273. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock. The Levites shall be mine, I am the Lord. And the redemption of the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel, who are more than the number of the Levites, you shall take 5 shekels for each one individually. You shall take them in the currency of shekel of the sanctuary, the shekel of 20 gerahs, and you shall give the money with which the excess number of them is redeemed to Aaron and his sons." So Moses took the redemption money from those who were over and above those who were redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the children of Israel, he took the money, 1,365 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary. And Moses gave their redemption money to Aaron and his sons, according to the word of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 4. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, "Take a census of the sons of Kohath from among the children of Levi, by families, by their fathers' houses, from 30 years old and above, even to 50 years old, or who enter the service, do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of meeting, relating to the most holy things. When the camp prepares to journey, Aaron and his sons shall come, and they shall take down the covering veil and cover the ark of the testimony with it. Then they shall put it on a covering of buckskins, and spread over the cloth entirely of blue, and they shall insert its 8 poles. On the table of showbread they shall spread a blue cloth, and put it on the dishes, the pans, the bowls, and the pitchers for pouring, and showbread it shall be on it. They shall spread over them a scarlet cloth, and cover the same with covering of buckskin, and they shall insert 8 poles. And they shall take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand of the light with its lampstand, its wick trimmers, its trays, and all its oil vessels with which they serve it. Then they shall put it with all its utensils in the covering of buckskin, and put it on carrying beam. Over the golden altar they shall spread the blue cloth, cover it with covering of a buckskin, and they shall insert 8 poles. They shall take all the utensils of the service with which they minister in the sanctuary, put them in a blue cloth, cover them with covering of buckskin, and put on a carrying beam. Also they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple of cloth over it. They shall put on it all its implements with which they minister there, the fire pans, the forks, the shovels, the basins, and all the utensils of the altar, and they shall spread on it a covering of buckskin, and insert 8 poles. And when Aaron and his son have finished covering the sanctuary and all the first furnishing of the sanctuary, when the camp is set to go, then the Son of God shall come to carry them, but they shall not touch any holy thing, lest they die. They are the things in the tabernacle of meeting which the sons of God are to carry. The appointed duty of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, is the oil for the light, the sweet incense, the daily grain offering, the anointing oil, the oversight of all the tabernacle, of all that is in it, with the sanctuary and its furnishings. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, do not cut off the tribe of the families of the Kohathites from among the Levites, but do this in regard to them, but they may live and not die when they approach the most holy things. Aaron and his sons shall go in, appoint each of them to his service and his task. But they shall not go in to watch while the holy things are being covered, lest they die. Duties of sons of the sons of Gershon. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, also take a census of the sons of Gershon, by their fathers' houses, by their families, from the 30-year-old and above, even the 50-year-old. You shall number them, all who enter to perform the services to the work in the tabernacle of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites in serving and carrying. Then they shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle and the tabernacles of meetings with its covering, the covering of the badge of skin that is on it, the screen for the door of the tabernacle of meeting, the screen for the door of the gates of the court, the hanging of the court which are around the tabernacle and altar, and their courts, and the furnishing of their services, and all that is made for these things, so they shall serve. Aaron and his sons shall assign all the services of the sons of Gershonites, and all their tax, all their service, and you shall appoint to them their tax as their duty. This is the service of the families of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of meetings, and their duties shall be under the authority of Ishmael, the son of Aaron, the priest. Duties of sons of Merari. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them by their families and by their father's house. From 30-year-old and above, even 50-year-old, you shall number them, everyone who enters the service to do the work of the tabernacle of the meeting. And this is what they must carry as their service for the tabernacle of meeting. The board of the tabernacle, 8 bars, 8 pillars, 8 sockets, and the pillars around the court with their sockets, pegs, and court with all their furnishing and all their service. And you shall assign to each man by his name the item he must carry. This is the service of the families of the son of Merari, as their service for the tabernacle of meeting, under the authority of Ishmael, the son of Aaron, the priest, censors of the Levites. And Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the congregation numbered the sons of the Kohathites by their families and by their father's house, from 30-year-old and above, even 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle of a meeting. And those who were numbered by their families were 2,750. These were the ones who were numbered of the families of the Kohathites, and all who might serve in the tabernacle of the meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandments of the Lord by the hands of Moses. And those who were numbered of the sons of Gershon by their families and by their father's house, from 30-year-old and above, even 50 years, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle of meeting. Those who were numbered by their families, by their father's house, were 2,630. These are the ones who were numbered of the families of the sons of Gershon, of all who might serve in the tabernacle of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the Lord. Those of the families of the sons of Merari, who were numbered by their families, by their father's house, from 30-year-old and above, to even 50-year-old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tabernacle of meeting, those who were numbered by the families, who were 3,200. These are the sons, these are the ones who numbered the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses, and all who numbered of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered by their families and by their fathers' houses, from 30-year-old and above, and even 50-year-old, everyone who came to the work of service and the work of bearing burdens in the tabernacle of meeting. Those who were numbered were 8,580. According to the commandment of the Lord, they were numbered by the hand of Moses, each according to his service, according to his task. Thus they were numbered by him as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 5. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel that they put out of the camp every leper, everyone who has a discharge, and whoever becomes defiled by a corpse. You shall put out both male and female. You shall put them outside the camp, that they may not defile their camps in the midst of which I dwell. And the children of Israel did so, and put them outside the camps, as the Lord spoke to Moses. So the children of Israel did confession and restitution. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel when a man or woman commits any sin, when the man committing unfaithfulness against the Lord, and that person is guilty, then he shall confess the sin which he has committed. He shall make restitution for his trespasses in full, plus 1/5 of it, and give it to one he wronged. But if the man has no relative to whom restitution may be made for the wrong, the restitution for the wrong must go to the Lord for the priest, in addition to the ram of atonement with which atonement is made for him. Every offering of all the holy things of the children of Israel which they bring to the Lord shall be his, and every man's holy things shall be whatever any man gives, the priest shall be his, concerning unfaithful wives. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, If any man's wife goes astray and behave unfaithfully towards him, and as a man lies with her carnally, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and it is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there was no witness against her, nor was she caught. If the spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, who has defiled herself, or if the spirit of jealousy comes upon him and becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself, then the man shall bring his wife to the priest. He shall bring the offering required for her, 1/10 of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil on it, and put no frankincense on it, because it's a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for bringing up iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and set her before the Lord. The priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor for the tabernacle, and put it into the water. Then the priest shall stand the woman before the Lord, and cover the woman's head, and put the offering of remembering in her hands, which is the grain of offering of jealousy. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall put her under oath, and say to the woman, If no man has lain with me with you, and if you have not gone astray to uncleanness while under your husband's authority. Be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. If you have gone astray while under your husband's authority, and you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband has lain with you, then the priest shall put the woman under the oath of the curse, and he shall say to the woman, the Lord makes you a curse, an oath among your people. When the Lord makes your thigh rot and your belly swell, and this water that causes the curse go into your stomach and make your belly swell and your thigh rot, then the woman shall say, Amen, so be it. Then the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall scrap them off into bitter water. And he shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter her to become bitter. Then the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, shall wave the offering before the Lord and bring it to the altar, and the priest shall take a handful of the offering as its memorial portion, burn it on the altar, and afterward make the woman drink the water. When he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and behaved unfaithfully towards her husband, that the water that brings a curse will enter her and becomes bitter, and her belly will swell, her thigh will rot, and the woman will become a curse among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be free and may conceive children. This is the law of jealousy, when a wife, while under her husband's authority, goes astray and defiles herself, or when the spirit of jealousy comes upon a man and he becomes jealous of his wife, then he shall stand the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute this law upon her. Then the man shall be free from iniquity, but that woman shall bear her guilt. Number 6. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, when either a man or woman consecrates an offering to take a vow of Nazarites, separates himself to the Lord, he shall separate himself from the wine and similar drink. He shall drink neither vinegar made from the wine, nor vinegar made from similar drink. Neither shall he drink any grape juice, nor eat fresh grapes or raisins. All the days of his separation he shall eat nothing that is produced by grapevine from seed to skin. All the days of the vow of his separation no razor shall come upon his head until the days are fulfilled for which he separated himself to the Lord. He shall be holy. Then he shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. All the days that he separates himself to the Lord, he shall not go near a dead body. He shall not make himself unclean, even for his father or his mother, for his brother or his sister when they die, because the separation to God is one on his head. All the days of his separation shall be holy to the Lord. And if anyone dies very suddenly beside him, and he defiles his consecrated head, then he shall shave his head on the day of his cleansing. On the 7th day he shall shave it. Then on the 8th day he shall bring 2 young pigeons to the priest, to the door of meeting. And the priest shall offer one as a sin offering and the other as burnt offering, and make atonement for them, because he sinned in regard to the corpse, and he shall sanctify his head that same day. He shall consecrate to the Lord the days of his separation, and bring a male lamb in his first year of trespass offering. but the former days shall be lost, because separation was defiled. Now this is the law of Nazarites. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and he shall present his offering to the Lord, one male lamb in its first year without blemish as burnt offering, one Eve lamb in its first year without blemish as sin offering, one ram without blemish as peace offering, a basket of unleavened bread, cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, unleavened wafers anointed with oil, and grain offering with their drink offerings. Then the priest shall bring before them the Lord, and offer his sin offering and his burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram as sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord, with the basket of unleavened bread. The priest shall also offer it grain, offering its drink offering. Then the Nazarite shall shave his consecrated head at to the door of tabernacle meeting, and shall take the hair from his consecrated head and put it on the fire which is under the sacrifice of peace offering, and the priest shall take the boiled shoulder of the ram, one unleavened cake from the basket, one unleavened wafer, and put them upon the hands of Nazarites. After he has shaved his hair, after he has shaved his consecrated hair, and the priest shall wave them as their wave offering before the Lord. They are holy for the priest, together with the breast of their waves offering and the tithe of their heave offering. After that, the Nazarite may drink wine. This is the new law of the Nazarites, who vows to the Lord, offer that whatever else his hand is able to put in the vow which he takes, so he according to the law of the separation. The priestly blessing. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to them, saying, you shall bless the children of Israel. Say to them, bless you and keep you, shine upon you, be granted peace on the children." Numbers chapter 7. Now it came to pass, when Moses had finished setting up the tabernacle, that he anointed it and consecrated it, and all its finishing, and the altar and its utensils. So he anointed them and consecrated them. Then the leaders of Israel Then the heads of their father's house, who were the leaders of the tribes, and over those who were numbered, made an offering. And they brought their offering before the Lord. 6 covered cats and 12 oxen, a cat for every 2 of the leaders, and for each one an oxen. An ox. And they presented them before the tabernacle. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, accept this from them, that they may be used in doing the work of the tabernacle of meeting. And you shall give them to the Levites, to every man according to his service. So Moses took the cats and the oxen and gave them to the Levites. 2 cats and 4 oxen he gave to the sons of Gershon according to their service, and 4 cats and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari according to their service, under the authority of Itamar, the son of Aaron the priest. But to the son of Kohath he gave none, because their theirs was the service to the holy things which they carried on their shoulders. Now the leaders offered the dedication offering from the altar when it was anointed. So the leaders offered their offering before the altar. For the Lord said, they shall offer their offering, 1 leader each for a dedication of the altar. And the Lord and the one who offered his offering on the first day was John, the son from his offering was platter, the weight of which was 30 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to of the sun, both of them full of fine flour with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, bull, 1 royal lamb in its first year offering, 1 kind of goat as a sin offering, sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 male goats, male lamb of Benadab. Natazua each entered for this fair. The weight was 130 shekels, and 1 silver shekel cherry, full of the grain of 10 incense, 1 and 1 as a burnt, 1 kind as the sacrifice of 2 rows gold. It was of Hillel was such was 100 accord mixture of 1 gold and incense, 1 meal, 1 kind of the kid gold, and the silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flavor mixed with oil as a grain offering, 1 gold of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Shulamel, the son of Jerizai. On the 6th day, Eliaphaz, the son of Duel, the leader of the children of God, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, one of the silver bowls of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of the shekels full of incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering. 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering. And as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 males, 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Eliasaph, the son of Duel. On the 7th day, Elishama, the son of Amihud, the leader of the children of Ephraim, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flavor mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense. As young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering. And as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and the male lambs in the first year. This was the offering of Elishama, the son of Amihud. On the 8th day, Gamaliel, the son of Peduazel, the children of Manasseh, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flavor mixed with oil as grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in the first year as burnt offering, 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering, and the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in the first year. This was the offering of Gamaliel, the son of Pedazel. On the 9th day, Abidan, the son of Gideon, the leader of the children of Benjamin, presented an offering. It was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekels of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as grain offering. 1 kind of pan, 1 gold pan of 10 shekels and full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as burnt offering, 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering. And as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideon. On the 10th day, Ahiezer, the son of Amishadai, the leader of the children of Dan, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver platter, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as burnt offering, 1 kid of the goat as a sin offering, and as the sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Ahiezer, the son of Amishadai, in their first year. This was the offering of Pagel, the son of Okran. On the 11th day, Ahira the son of Enam, leader of the children of Naphtali, presented an offering. His offering was silver, 1 silver, the weight of which was 130 shekels, and 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. According to the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil as a grain offering. 1 gold pan of 10 shekels full of incense, 1 young bull, 1 ram, 1 male lamb in its first year as a burnt offering, 1 kid of the goats as a sin offering, and a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 goats, male goats, and 5 male lambs in their first year. This was the offering of Ahira the son of Enam. This was dedicated offering for the altar from the leaders of Israel, and when it was anointed, 12 silver platter, 12 silver bowls, and 12 gold pans. Each silver platter weighed 130 shekels, and each bowl 70 shekels. All the silver of the vessel shekel weighed 2,400 shekels, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. And the gold pans full of incense weighed 10 shekels apiece, according to the shekel of the sanctuary. All the gold of the pans weighed 120 shekels, according to all the oxen for the burnt offering were 12 young bulls, the rams 12, the male lambs in their first year, 12 with their grain offering, and their kids of the goats as sin offering 12. All the oxen for the sacrifice of peace offering were 24 bulls, the rams 60, the male goats 60, and the lambs in their first year 60. This was the dedication offering for the altar after it was anointed. Now when Moses went into the tabernacle of meeting to speak with him, he heard the voice of one speaking to him from above the mercy seat that was on the ark of testimony, from between the 2 cherubims. Thus he spoke to him. Numbers chapter 8. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, and say to him, When you arrange the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light in front of the lampstand. And Aaron did so. And he arranged the lampstand to face towards the front of the lampstand, as the Lord commanded Moses. Now, this workmanship of the lampstand was hammered gold, shaft to 8 flowers to it was hammered work, according to the pattern which the Lord shown Moses. So he made the lampstand, cleansing the dedication of the Levites. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel and cleanse them ceremonially. Thus you shall do to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of purification on them, and let them shave all their body, and let them wash their cloth, and so make themselves clean. Then let them take a young bull with its grain offering of fine flavor mixed with oil, and you shall take another young bull as a sin offering. And you shall bring the Levites before the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall gather together the whole congregation of the children of Israel. So you shall bring the Levites before the Lord, and the children of Israel shall lay their hands on the Levites. And Aaron shall offer the Levites before the Lord like a wave offering from the children of Israel, that they may perform the work of the Lord. Then the Levites shall lay their hands on the hairs of the young bulls, and you shall offer one as a sin offering and other as burnt offering to the Lord, to make atonement for the Levites. And you shall stand the Levite before Aaron and his sons, and offer them like a wave offering to the Lord. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. After the Levites shall go in to the service tabernacle of meeting, so shall cleanse them and offer them like a wave offering. For they are wholly given to me from among the children of Israel. I have taken them for myself instead of all who open the womb, the firstborn of all the children of Israel. For all the firstborn among the children of Israel are mine, both men and beasts. On the day that I struck all the firstborns of the land of Egypt, I sanctified them to myself. I have taken the Levites instead of all the firstborn of the children of Israel, and I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and his son from among the children of Israel to do the work for the children of Israel in the tabernacle of meeting, and to make atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel when the children of Israel come near the sanctuary. Thus Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites according to all that the Lord commanded Moses according to Levites, so the children of Israel did to them. And all the Levites purified themselves and washed their clothes. And then Aaron presented them like a wave offering before the Lord, and Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. After the Levites went to do their work in the tabernacle of meeting before Aaron and his sons, the Lord commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so they did to them. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "This is what pertains to the Levites. From 25-year-old and above may enter to perform service in the work of the tabernacle of meeting, and the age of 50 years they must cease performing this work, and shall work no more. They must minister to their children in the tabernacle of meeting, to attend to the needs, but they themselves shall do no work. Thus you shall do to the Levites regarding their duties." Amen.